Good night, Andre Jack and Kedron Isaac. It is a pleasure to have you on my podcast. We are going to talk about God, music, and friendship, and how it had led us to what we are today. Guys, it is a pleasure to have you all.
As you give it away, my name is Andre Jack. Um, I am from Trinidad, the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, and I am currently a professional musician. Also, a musical director. Um, also do stuff in the studio as well. So, what my job is around the area of music. That's my area of expertise.
Very good. And Kedron, can you tell the listening audience a little about yourself?
All right. Hi everyone. I'm Kedron Issac. I'm also from the beautiful island of Trinidad. I I am a musician, uh, a keyboardist or pianist. Um, also a musical director at times. Um, I'm also a customer service representative at the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, also known as TNTEC.
Wow.
That's why.
So, guys, I want to really say it is really a pleasure to have you both on my channel. I know we have history, guys,
Good history.
good
Yes.
history. And I think, I wanted you all to be on this podcast, to encourage a lot of people about your journey in life and how you reached to where you are today, right? So, tonight, I just have a few couple of questions, and I would start with Kidron first.
Mhm.
And Kidron, my first question to you is what drew you to the music industry?
I would say it was when I received a call from my uncle. He was the choir leader for a choir by the name of Lavantel Youth Choral.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he he invited me to play for a gig along with the band for the choir. It was something really new to me, working alongside band members, um, playing songs of a specific style, rehearsing with the band for hours. Um, what what drew me was, that was at that point in time knowing what I can become musically. Um, it's like God showing me, like, this is who you can become. This is what you can song like, and even more.
Yeah.
It was like a great inspiration. It was inspiration for me
Wow.
to practice more, to get into the field more, to take it much more seriously than just playing in church.
Yeah.
So that was my turning point in terms of heading into the music industry.
Wow. Such inspiring, message. And Andre, my
Mhm.
question to you is who are you inspired by?
Hmm.
Who are you inspired
Well, first of all, um, my beginnings in music, I'll have to say my inspiration came from worship. Listening to um, worship music, gospel music. So that I think that was my first inspiration. I learned a lot, right? Musically and spiritually, through listening to gospel music and just being able to understand who I was,
by? Yeah.
right? As an individual, as well as who I am in God, and then being able to express myself on my instrument.
Wow.
And in addition to that, of course, I came in contact with many musicians, and
Yeah.
interestingly enough, one of them was Kedron because
So,
like
yes.
meeting meeting Kedron, that's
Mhm.
when literally when I was now starting to get serious with music,
Mm.
right? So I actually met Kedron at a time when
Mhm.
like music started to I decided, well, I wanted to be serious in music. And
Mhm.
in a way I remember, when I first met him, and
Mhm.
we started to talk about music, and then when I
Mhm.
first heard him play, and we first heard each other play,
Mhm.
it was like, wow,
Yes, yes, that's true.
you could play. And in a sense that inspired me to really want to be better, and and to continue. So it was a sort of a, how you put it, iron sharpened iron,
Wow.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
sort of
Mhm.
of yeah, friendship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my early influences, and of course, later on, I started to meet other musicians, who I would just glean from and just learn from, and then of course the age of YouTube, which
Mhm.
opened my whole mind to many different musicians from all over the world.
Yeah.
Started to listen to bassists like Victor Wooten,
Mhm.
um, Marcus Miller. These guys
Mhm.
have they are huge influences in my playing. So yeah, so that's where I started, and that's how the journey began.
Wow. Such an
Mhm.
incredible journey,
Nice.
yeah? And
Nice.
I and I realize in that every aspect we talk about is like God, music, and friendship.
Mhm. Mhm.
Iron
Mhm.
sharpened
Mhm.
iron. People don't know
Mhm.
how much a great friendship could really lead, to something
Mhm.
great in the future.
Mhm. Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So my next question, I'm going to Keyjon.
All right.
And my question to you is, what's an
Mhm.
average day like for you? Because
Mhm.
now, Kijan, you are,
Mhm.
let's say,
Mhm.
have been recently wedded, and we want to say congratulations.
Whoop whoop
Okay.
whoop whoop!
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Kijan, we want to say, what's an average day like for you now? You
Mhm.
know,
Okay.
because now it's
Um.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I will start with the weekdays and then I will go to the weekend.
yes, no
So,
problem.
average day during the week, um, I would get up very early in the morning and do a little devotion.
Yeah,
I'll go and prepare breakfast for myself and my wife.
yeah,
Wow.
I will
Yeah,
pack out
man.
amazing, yeah,
the breakfast,
Amazing.
pack out my lunch bag, pack out the lunch bag.
wow,
Um, then I would after packing it, I would get ready for work.
yeah,
Then I'd wake up my wife, and we'd worship together.
wow,
Worship, do devotion, sing up probably one or two songs together. Just reflect spiritually. And after that devotion, I'd rush off to work. I'd rush off in maybe about 6, after 6. I may leave home to go to work. Um, Go to work, tea and tech,
yeah,
deal with customers. Um, I appreciate that job because it has helped me in interpersonal skills, dealing with people, and
yeah,
being learning to learning to be people friendly, even in
yeah.
terms of my music. And
I need a job like that, man.
it has really helped me come a long way with that aspect, learning to help people, and to please the customers and make sure your clients are well pleased, those kind of things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And about 4 o'clock I would leave. Depending on whether I have a gig or a rehearsal, I may go straight to a rehearsal from work, or I
Mm.
may go to two rehearsals after. We go to one for 5 o'clock, then go to
Wow.
one for 7 or 8 o'clock, and then go home. Or sometimes I may go home straight from work and just practice on the piano, practice,
Wow.
practice until I'm satisfied with whatever I'm trying to accomplish.
Wow.
Um, or sometimes depending on if I have responsibilities to do home, I may meet my wife and get something done. You know, it all depends. You know, when
Yeah.
when I was home by my mom, it was different. It was just, yeah, go man practice, go man practice. But now it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've got responsibilities to fulfill,
Responsibilities,
and to
exactly.
it's like I have to like balance the music and the responsibilities and the work. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everything, not too much of one, but it's like you have to make sure and like just balance everything together.
It's
Yes.
And
called adulting.
yes, yes, bro, yes, bro. Welcome to that life.
Yeah. Wow.
Even sometimes I may get home and I may have practice in mind, and then I'll be like, both my wife and I may be like, yeah, there's no
Yeah.
food. We need to cook. Somebody needs to cook. Somebody needs to um, wash clothes or do something else. So you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
it all depends on what is the situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes I may end up rehearsing with my wife because my wife is a vocalist and she's also into music. So
Wow.
sometimes we reach home depending on if she has a gig. I may end up rehearsing with her, or I
Yeah.
may end up meeting her to go and do a gig with her. So
Wow.
that's how basically the week may go depending on what is there.
Wow.
Um, and during the weekend now, we go to church on Saturday. We Most of the time we may minister at a church, or if we do not minister in terms of playing music at a church, we may just go to the church of fellowship.
Wow.
Um, we may sometimes have a ministry with for I wouldn't call it a gig. I'll more put it as a ministry. We'd say with myself, my wife, um, background vocalist that will accompany her, and band members that will play alongside myself.
Hmm.
That's how the weekend may go sometimes.
Wow.
Um, and Sundays may just be exercising and
That's good.
practicing,
Mm-hmm. Very good.
or doing things, probably cooking, trying to cook for the week, or you know,
Yeah.
do things around. But that's basically how. Um, Also, on a evening after work, on a particular evening after work, I have students that I teach.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
yeah, I have students that I teach. Some little kids that I try to pass on the knowledge to. So
Hmm.
that's basically my day in a
Yeah.
nutshell. Yeah,
Wow. I think
yeah.
it's amazing. I think it's well planned.
Hmm.
And congratulations to you, Kedron.
Yeah, thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yes. So I'm going on to Andre. And my next question to you is there any hidden meaning behind your music? I mean,
Hidden meaning.
yeah,
Well, music is a language,
right.
right? And you know, I believe that every style of music or every song has a message,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So for me, um, when I try to play, when I play my instrument,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's about being able to bring off a positive feeling, right? It's
Yeah.
about being able to there's a difference between playing notes and playing notes with feeling. And
It's
basically
so
So
what I
true.
true,
try
so true.
what I try to portray is that I try to bring out about a particular emotion, right?
Yes,
When I
exactly.
play. So I mean it different songs will have different emotions. So some songs will maybe happy, some songs may be sad.
Yeah.
Some songs will be worship unto God. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
there's not one particular message, but
Yeah.
generally just that's what music is.
Yeah.
It is always a message,
It
right? And
is.
that's why I always tell um it's not that I'm old or anything, but I always tell the younger ones or younger musicians, you need to be careful. Yeah, I'm getting up there. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting up there too.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
oh
there.
my God. Gotta
Yeah,
take
it's
it
like
serious.
wow. I just pulled out a gray hair from my beard, and
Huh.
it was like,
I pull it
Oh.
I'm
idea from my
I'm
hair.
getting out. Yeah, I'm getting out there. Yeah, but I always tell younger musicians, be careful what you listen to,
It's so
right?
true.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I,
So
cause
true.
I believe that there's a message, and if you go deeper, there's always a spirit behind every every
That is so true. So
that you
true.
listen to,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And
That's so true.
music is so powerful in that it does not require your permission to get into your brain.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
you, we are able to, if someone, is talking, you could block out what it is they're saying. You could put on headphones, you could block out.
It's so
Once
true.
you are exposed to music, right, there's nothing you can do, right,
You're
to
correct.
keep it from entering your brain, right?
Yeah.
And it subconsciously, look, sometimes you tap your foot to music that you don't even realize
Yeah.
that it's playing,
I know about
That
that.
is
Yeah.
so true. Yes,
It's
that
yeah,
is
it's so
true.
true. Mm-hmm.
That is
right?
true.
And you
Mm-hmm.
find yourself just tapping your foot, and then you realize that the neighbor of 5 houses down is playing a song that you
Mm-hmm.
didn't really realize
Mm-hmm.
that and
Mm-hmm.
it even I'll even go as far as saying, right,
Mm-hmm.
because well, it was also part of my study, um when I was doing my masters, right,
Yeah.
that certain frequencies, right, can actually alter your heart rate,
Yeah. I've heard that too as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Wow.
Certain frequencies, especially lower frequencies, and
Mm-hmm.
what happened is that certain frequencies, your heart picks it up, and
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
heart actually beats
Mm-hmm.
to those frequencies, right? And
Mm-hmm.
your whole internal clock just kind of lines itself up with that, and it's called entrainment, basically,
Wow.
right? And that's just one aspect of how powerful music is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, mm, and then people use music for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So, with that combination, you need to be careful with what you listen to, because everything has a message. Some
Yeah.
are plain, you could hear the message. Some are subliminal, right?
Yeah.
But all have a message.
Yes.
All
Yes.
music has a message and a spirit behind it.
Yeah, I like how you emphasize that because I think a lot of people would need to know that, sometimes they think, music is just music. When I was young, when I was, really, really small, I thought music was just music. But it's very important for you to iterate that point
Yeah.
there. There's always a message behind music. You
Hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, guys, I want to say it was really nice having you on my podcast. And Keejan, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to put you all out there right now, but do you have a particular piece that you want to play for us? I know anything you want to play or any music that
Well,
you
yeah, I
know
am.
is your favorite and you want to share with my listening audience at the moment. Ooh.
I don't have my keyboard here, but I have my
Yeah,
laptop and a speaker with the,
that,
so I can play some.
that's no problem. Yes. So now Keejan is going to play for us Rejoice Ye Pure in Heart. I hope you enjoy, guys. that was the piece done by Kedron Isaac. Kedron, are you hearing me?
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes,
beautiful. That's
yes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
beautiful.
What inspired you with this piece?
Um, I always love this song, and
Mm-hmm.
I just had it going through. It's like I felt like it's like the Lord just placed it in my mind
Yeah,
a couple of weeks back, and it's like, well, Andrew will know how this feels. Like
yeah,
sometimes you hear a song in your head, and it's like you're not really by instruments, but it's like you feel your hands moving towards the 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 music, or you feel your hands moving towards whatever it is you have in your mind,
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's it's like it's like, okay, I'm not by my instrument now, but I hope I remember this.
yeah,
Oh, and it's like, so this is what has been happening with this song. It's like it. I had this stuff in my mind. It's like the Lord placed it in my mind,
yeah,
and I just got on the keyboard and just decided to put it together and share it with everyone. And I
yeah.
just pray that everyone be blessed by it, like how it blessed me, like how the Lord blessed me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much, Kedron, for that piece. Thank you so much. So,
no
guys, we have come to the close of this podcast, and I want to say thank you so much for being on this podcast. It's a privilege. I know you all from your busy schedule. You take some time, to have this interview with me, and I want to say that I truly appreciate it. And before we go, is there any last few words you want to leave with the listening audience? Anything to close off with, Kedron or Andre?
Well, I would just like to thank you again for having us. It's always great connecting with good friends,
Yeah,
and as well as being able to, first of all, talk about God. Of course, we would be nothing without Him,
so true.
and it's just a privilege to be able to use our giftings and our talents, firstly for His glory, and also to
Yeah,
be able to edify, um, you know, the masses, edify everybody, and
yeah,
be able to bring positivity to people.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I have to say. I just thank you again for having
mm,
us. We really
Yes,
appreciate it.
it's a
mm.
pleasure.
I
It's a pleasure.
I I'd also say thank you to you, Alicia, for having both Andrea and I.
Yes.
Um, it has really been a pleasure as well for me.
Mm-hmm.
Connecting with both of you all.
Yeah.
Man, I have so much fun memories of of you all, Andrea and Alicia.
Yes,
I mean,
me too. So true. Yeah.
sometimes when I talk to my wife, I just tell her about some of the memories we had.
Yeah.
Some of the jokes that we would have been sharing, some of the
Yeah.
nicknames we had for folks.
uh, and the late night studying.
The
Oh,
late
boy,
night
yes.
stairs.
Doing a
Oh,
doing a final year project.
Or
yep,
the
yep.
the long rehearsals with Andre, um rehearsing to reaching home 3 o'clock in the morning,
Oh, wow.
um
Yeah, yeah.
playing for Helen Baylor and
Yeah.
Woo.
Ron
Yeah, people.
Canoli and all these people that
People.
Andre, that Andre basically invited me to, as I should say.
Yeah.
So I always talk of these fun memories of you all both, and it's really a pleasure, doing this with you all tonight.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you so
Yeah.
much. So, guys, this is the end of my interview with Andre Jack and Kedron Isaac. I want to say always remember to look at my YouTube channel, Keeping It Real with Alicia Nelson, and have
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful night. Blessing you all. Bye-bye.
Same, same.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.